Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to talk about the best XM4 class setup. And this is the only weapon I've used up to this point in the beta. You can look at my levels here. Level right here. Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. So this is pretty much the only weapon I've used. And maybe a couple kills with the pistol or whatever. But I wanted to make sure I maxed out the weapon and actually seen how it performed. And I'm going to show you recoil patterns side by side for this particular weapon and 2 attachments. That's right, with 2 attachments, you can eliminate almost all the recoil and you can kind of leave up the rest for you. And I'll go ahead and go through the overall whole class setup. So I think there's been a ton of changes to the gunsmith that are a good thing in terms of balancing and also giving you a ton of information. And if you want simplified information, it gives you that as well. We're going to talk about how to pretty much eliminate recoil and how to actually read the in-game gunsmith so you have a better idea on what these attachments are actually doing. If you do enjoy the video, learn something new, please do me a favor, hit that like button. Goal in today's video, 2,500 likes. And if you're brand new looking to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is the class setup. So overall, you could change a bunch of things out, but we have this muzzle right here, which has a couple different suppressors, right? But the one that I wanted to focus on is this agency suppressor. Keep in mind that when you unlock an attachment in game and it says you unlock whatever attachment, the name is different in game. So I'm pretty sure that'll be fixed by the time the full game launches. But the cool thing with this agency suppressor, if you press R2, you're going to get more details. But right here, 100% signature fade. So that means you're not going to appear because it's a suppressor. Then we have vertical recoil reduction. And then we also have a reduction to range and bullet velocity, which are generally not good. But we're going to compensate for that once we get to the other attachments. So right here, you can see the overall effective range, bullet velocity, the overall vertical recoil measured in joules, I'm guessing. And then right here, you can see a 15% reduction. This is already with the full class setup. So all the numbers are already modified. The barrel here is the paratrooper. It's going to actually effectively double the range. Because if we go through here, you can see that the effective range is 34.29 meters. And then obviously once with the full game comes out, I can actually attest if there's different damage values or different damage ranges or all those various drop-offs. But it says the effective damage range is 80 meters when you equip this one stacked with the other one that reducing that percentage there. You do get a little bit slower sprint to fire speed and your aiming movement speed. So your overall strafing speed, which isn't all that fast on rifles, is a little bit slower. But I think the benefits are definitely worth it. Then when we get to the underbarrel, we're going to get this other attachment. It's called the Field Agent Grip. And right here, if we look at the details, it says vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control. So it's like combining a compensator with the Commando foregrip from Modern Warfare. You combine those 2 attachments and you essentially end up with this particular setup where you're cutting down your recoil significantly and it's going to show in the recoil pattern. And I think the numbers, we're going to end up blotting those out as we do more of these class setups to kind of figure out where do you feel the least amount of recoil, like at what threshold. Is it 300 joules, 290 joules, whatever it is, to make it actually feel like it's accurate. And then we got this one right here, which is handle. This will help your aim down sight speed. It also helps your aim flinch stability. So when you get hit, you're not going to flinch nearly as much. So when you're on target, you're going to be able to hit the shots. It does worsen your sprint out speed, but we take care of that with a stock. The last stock is the buffer tube. And right here, you can see sprint out speed improved by 30%. Hipfire accuracy is a little bit worse, but obviously since this is a rifle, we're trying to keep people primarily at medium to long range. This is the class setup that I would go with there on screen. You can kind of see those out. Unfortunately, it doesn't name them on the left-hand side, but I went through each one so you have a better idea. Let me go ahead and show you what the recoil looks like in game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up my recoil on this particular wall, ADS, and then what you're gonna look at the overall recoil with no attachments. So when we look at the actual recoil pattern, we can see it goes up a little bit to the left and then kind of does an S shape. That's what we're seeing when I go ahead and switch attachments. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go against the wall and now I'm going to shoot this side of it. And I'm not going to adjust for recoil again. So the dots disappear pretty quick, but you can see there's literally almost no recoil. And this is at a pretty decent range. We can mark that as 20 meters. And at 20 meters, if I just ADS without adjusting my thumbs at all, literally we end up with this is the recoil pattern. So if you're struggling to control the recoil, those are the two attachments you need. Now I'll go ahead and talk a little bit over some gameplay that I have for you guys. Here's my first match using that particular loadout. When I load into the map, I guess because I loaded in late, my mini map is a little bit bugged, but after a couple seconds it fixes itself out. But I did want to show off a little bit of gameplay because the lobbies are very sweaty. I don't know if it's connection or skill-based matchmaking or just because it's a beta that is closed. Not as many like average player or even below average players are on. So you'll see it gets pretty aggressive, and you have to kind of like make sure you hit every shot. And if you miss one bullet, you're probably going to lose the gunfight. That's what we're going to see right here. The game is a little bit loud, so we're going to go ahead and come through. I got to go ahead and put my little mic. As soon as you spawn in late, a lot of times it'll already give it to you. I put that in there. It's very strong. We've had that in previous Call of Duties. I think it was Black Ops 1. So I'm coming through. I know that there's a guy over there, but I got to jump through. I take this dude out, and then I come back around. And really what I'm trying to do is close the distance and stop them from getting B, because it just came out of half. So for whatever reason, they already started off strong. My team, I'm trying to assess the enemy players. I peek out. I beam this dude. Instantly destroy him. And then I got to work my way around this right side. I'm pretty sure there's two of them. I'm just looking. I know that I saw the guy on the right. I don't want to just be sprinting like crazy. But I come out. I'm expecting him. There he is. I missed like one bullet. I almost died there. And you're going to see that as pretty common. You can't afford to miss. I didn't want to really flip the spawns. That's why I didn't take C. Also, it gives away your position. I back up. It cuts it down quite a bit. The 40 round mag is good. Probably in like the other game mode. So I'm coming around. I'm already pre-aiming this right side. I can see my teammates are on the inner side. I end up taking that guy out. I back off. And a lot of times you got to play your position. We flip spawns. Teammates jumped on C. So enemies are there. I'm just throwing a nade. I didn't see anyone on B. But that'll hopefully help. I'm peeking. Take that guy out. And I'm kind of in a tricky position because I can't back up. And this guy comes out like crazy, I believe. No, he didn't. All right, cool. I'm coming back around. Working around the building. And people, the audio is so loud on the footsteps. I can't wait till a dead silence comes in because you just give away your position. I'm pre-aiming the hot area. I can see that guy's working his way around. I hear him jump under. I jump over. He just instantly snaps on. Like, that is listen. That's what you're playing against. That guy was absolute beast. Whatever he was able to do there, that was disgusting. But we went from 20 points down. Now we are basically tied. I took that one out. Stim shot is amazing. It pretty much keeps coming back, which is huge. I back up because I'm expecting the guy to come up the stairs. I see the teammate. Didn't look like he shot him. I'm waiting till the teammate comes up to this left side, and then I'm going to bounce up and back off. So you kind of see how it goes. You can see the guy is over on B, paying attention. I was like, this guy's not coming up. Let's see if I can see anyone. I got to get an angle for B. I push up, see if I can get an angle. But literally, I'm getting pushed from every side. When I back up, my teammate blocks my slide. I can't move. And then I get killed. And then regardless, there was a nade right there because I would have dropped it. Or the nade just would have hit me right there. So it's all right. 8-2 so far. Not a crazy start, but it's not bad for match in progress. We're losing C. I put that in there so I can hear them if they're coming up. I'll see it on the mini-map. My teammate is grabbing B. This guy, I do see he instantly destroys me. Does not miss a bullet. And then I'm rotating around this left side. I know I'm close to my streak. I throw a couple nades over there at B. I know that we have to grab the objective because you have to at least have 2 cap or you're going to end up losing the lead. Right here, we're right at that. The teammate's there. I support with them. Get 100% of the capture. And then I rotate to the window to see if I can get an overlook on B. Because if we get B, then basically it's a guaranteed W. Because we already have C. Snap onto him. The guy, I guess he shifted over. I didn't see his name move until it was too late. I put down my turret. That'll overlook B a little bit. We have a triple cap, which isn't ideal, but it's the end of the match. And then my screen was flashing because someone's watching me, but the guy instantly deleted me. So now I gotta push up, throw a couple nades over B, where I know that they would be likely to position. I still have my microphone there, coming through. And you can see the weapon, it beams. It lasers. I'm not missing a ton of shots. If I miss one bullet, though, it's not good. So I back off. The audio's loud. I pre-aimed this dude. I saw him on the mini-map because of my little microphone. I put the artillery in the back. I don't even know if it can go through. I haven't learned it enough in this map. I cover the flank. I know they're ADSing on my teammate. I come in, get an easy pick. Coming through. And then that pretty much ends up being the match. Came in a little late. Ended up 15-4. Nothing crazy, but that does show a little bit of the weapon can do. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, learned something new. If you did, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.